Hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, a soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, stray bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence. Dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next. Open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. We muted. Salute, salute, salutes. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I'm your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Right, salutes to you for being here. I appreciate you. We got a couple of things we want to cover tonight. Hope everybody's having a great Valentine's Day. Ain't many of us right now. Everybody's out there frocking. All right? Salutes. Hope everybody had a good Valentine. Hope everybody had a good week. It's the weekend. If you're working the weekend, salutes to you. Get that paper. But, hold on one sec. What is, oh, that was the, okay. Get that paper, but if the weekend is yours, enjoy that shit, all right? Salutes. All right? Let's get through the chat real quick. Again, a couple of things I want to discuss. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. We will be in and out of here today. But there's a lot to cover. I want to cover it quickly. Salutes Eddie Jimenez on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. There it is. Shout out Shannon. Hemp Lord, lawsuit against Jay-Z dropped. We will be talking about it, all right? That shit was leaking on day one, but we shall see. Again, I'm as much shit as we talked, I'm still waiting on some Diddy information. We get nothing. Baby oil talk. That was it. All right, so shout out Hemp Lord. Shout out Pooh. Yeah. Shout out my brother Oso. Salutes to you. Chuck Chingon. Clock out. Salutes. Yoda. Who's Yoda? I'm Yoda. Who's Yoda? Yoda's that dude, dog. Yoda swing a sword. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. All right, it's been a busy week, long week. That's why I'm trying to get this popping and keep it moving. Hopefully the notification went out, and we'll get it. A couple of things I want to cover tonight. I want to cover the Chapiza's pilot. All right, a trusted pilot and operator was snatched up. All right, and so we're gonna talk about that. A prominent Chapiza pilot. I want to update on the 50 and Meech stuff, all right? Some of that shit went left. Some more of that shit went left. I want to cover Noah Scurry, right? If you know the end of that story, try not to spoil it in the chat. There's always going to be that person that, but I want to be able to tell the story to people that, or convey the story to people that don't know nothing about it. I'm going to talk about that. And what else? I think that's it, man. There might be one or two things, but we shall see. I just got done watching the interview with Jay. Your PC was tweaking. Yo, it was a ghost in the machine that day, dog. All right. Shout out Clock Out. Shout out Guillermo Pac on the check-in. Salutes. All right, so with that said, let's get it. I'm going to break into the first article from Borderland Beat on this Chapiza acquisition. What the hell this is? All right. Let's get it. Wow. Drop that. Again, happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers in the building. Salutes. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, and let's get it. Breaking news and live thread. Trusted pilot and operator of Ivan Archibaldo Guzman Salazar named Morrow, captured after Mexican Special Forces raid in Jesus Maria, Sinaloa. Early morning raid caused heavy armed confrontation. All right, let me get this phone out of here. Put that in its place. Shout out William Borden on the check-in. Ejército Mexicano, Guardia Nacional. In the early morning of this Saturday, February 8th, 2025, a military operation was reported with gunship helicopters being used. Numerous videos were recorded by civilians living in Jesus Maria or JM of the heavily armed confrontations between La Chapiza's hitmen and the military. Jesus Maria, Sinaloa is the location where Ovidio Guzman Lopez was officially captured on January 5th, 2023. So it seems like, I don't know, man. The military, I mean, I thought the military was with them, but it don't. It'd be the local police and stuff like that. That's what it is. It's the federal government that's on their ass and trying to get them. Military operation in JM. Let's check this out. He said, hey, bro, they about to fuck us up. We got to get the fuck out of here. Hit the like button, yo. Stop shooting that little shit. How many of y'all saw Harlem Nights? If you shoot that little shit one more time. He said, psh, psh. Damn. White pickups. Hammer mounts and shit. Yo, I asked Jay, shouldn't this be hurting business for some people? You know, the game, quote unquote, the trafficking game. He said, not yet, but it will. Chop it down. Turn that clock out. I do remind you of that. Harder nice, dog. Stop shooting that little shit. Definitely landing. That was a mic check. These fools. What do y'all get out of it though? Y'all are just cannon fodder, boy. Throw them fools to the wolves. Shout out Velez 408 on the check-in. Salutes to you, sir. All right, let's hit the like button, y'all. Let's get these numbers making sense. Official statement on Mauro, pilot and trusted operator of Ivan Archibaldo Guzman, leader of the La Chapiza cartel. There goes your boy right there. These guys are all clean shaven and shit. You're not at war, bro. Where they caught you at? Omar Garcia had Fuchs stated, I guess that's the secretary of a bunch of shit that he doesn't do. This morning, after a confrontation in Sinaloa, officers arrested Mauro N., an aviator, pilot, and important operator in the structure of a criminal cell that generates violence in the state. He was identified as the trusted man of the leader of the criminal group. This person is linked to attacks and confrontations with authorities and drug trafficking to the United States. On behalf of the security cabinet, we recognize the bravery and commitment of the Mexican army. Our deepest condolences to the family of the brave soldier who lost his life in this action. So they had a soldier lost, a casualty, huh? All right, boom. So that. And we got more information on him. Mauro Alberto Ojeda Núñez, El Jando, involved in the Durango explosive attacks and participated in the Mayo Zambada snatching and transfer to CDMX. The pilot of Los Chapitos already appears in the National Registry of Arrests. So he took place in the Mayo situation. Is he the infamous pilot? Oh shit! Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. I don't think he would have made it back over the border if he was the infamous pilot. I don't think they're granting him access and then allowing him to walk and jump a fence or some shit, you know? Shout out Zoraida on the check-in. Hola, Shai. Ya llegué. Salutes to you. Hope you're having a good day. Salutes. Is he the pilot? That's a crazy question. Possible, possibly not. He could have been one of the goons that was involved. Never left the ground. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Culiacan, Sinaloa. Mauro Alberto N., alias El Hando or El Piloto, arrested in Jesus Maria and Culiacan by federal officers excuse me, in a military operation by land and air in the early hours of this Saturday, February 8, 2025, already appears in the National Registry of Arrests. After consulting this federal government platform by Los Noticieristas, it is confirmed that El Hando pilot and the operator of Los Chapitos is officially registered as arrested. All right, there's the registry. Boom. Gotcha, bitch.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
They wouldn't have let that dude live if he was the pilot. The United States? Or would Joaquin done him before they got off the airplane and shit? Which one would it be? Yeah, I'm thinking it had to be an American pilot on that plane, dog. Ain't no, I don't see dude, all right, y'all, I holla, gotta go. I don't see that shit happening. He was arrested in Jesus Maria, where Ovidio Guzman, son of El Chapo, was arrested in January. At 12:52 hours Central Mexico time, his status was in transfer. But let's say both. He is being transferred by air from the Culiacan International Airport to Mexico City, where he will be held in a penitentiary. El Piloto is the alias under which he is registered with the federal government and according to his arrest record, in which they describe him as 1.70 meters tall, with a light complexion, and at the time of his arrest, he was wearing black pants, a black shirt, and black tennis shoes. In the photographs, he can be seen wearing the blue shirt, but in others, he is wearing a black sweater or sweatshirt with a large brown bear printed on the chest. The arrest was led by elements of Defense and GN together with the Navy, FGR, and SSPC. Harfuk confirms. The Secretary of Public Security and Citizen Protection, Harfuk, officially confirmed the arrest this morning of who he said was the pilot of Los Chapitos. As a result of the reinforcement of security in Sinaloa this morning, after a confrontation that occurred in Culiacan with personnel from the Army and the National Guard, Mardo N. alias Hando was arrested, considered an important operator of the criminal cell Los Chapitos of the Pacific Cartel, and a trusted man of Van Archibaldo. Yo, these publications just beat you in the fucking head over and over with the same information. Shit. Sorry. Who is El Hando in the structure of Los Chapitos? El Hando is a civil pilot and key operator in the structure of Los Chapitos. He's credited with the authorship of the attacks with explosive devices that occurred in Vascojil and Tamazula, Durango on October 28th and November 6, 2024, respectively. It is presumed that on January 5th, 2023, during the arrest of Ovidio Guzman, alias El Raton, he sent an armed group to Jesus Maria to try to rescue him. During the capture operation, an element of the National Defense Secretariat was unalived. The capture. At 3:30 in the morning this Saturday, the sound of helicopters crossing the sky woke up the inhabitants of the Jesus Maria municipality and surrounding towns. Then came the hammer shots from high-caliber hammers. The helicopters are flying low, residents reported from 3:30 in the morning. 15 minutes later, a firefight with hammers could be heard. They're already busting. All right, boom. There's the picture of him with the, it's a video. Let's get the video. Got his little teddy bear. That looks like a Grubsy design. Salute to Grubsy. It's not, but Grubsy's would be better, but that's what it looks like. They got you, boy. You done. It's a wrap for you, son. You got to answer some questions. Were you the pilot? Did they let you jump back over the fence? If they did, he could write out the United States government and say, hey, man, they let me in there, and then they let me out, right? Hit the like button if you have to do so. We're at a 50% ratio. Don't cost you a thing. Just a little kinetic energy of the thumb. That's it. If you're on, if you in vertical, hit the blue buttons, however that works. I mean, the little 3 buttons. They got you, bro, and they took you out of there with your little teddy bear on. All the way up into the
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
all the way into the helicopter.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
All right, they got you. You popped, buddy boy. So now, what else we got here on him? And then we got let me see. Right. Boom. Okay. Shout out Adrian Torres. Salutes. Salute Snicker season on the check-in. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. So now they're going to tell us again about how this guy masterminded the explosives attack. Mauro Alberto Eljando, operator La Chapiza Cartel, masterminded the Durango explosives attacks where a small aircraft was used. No, you done fucked up. He done
Now you
fucked
see
up.
now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
That's why I say if he wouldn't be alive, he was a pilot. Too much of a liability for the U.S. and the Chapizas. Yeah, no, this is the guy right now. Mauro, boom, I read that. Let's get it. Eljando captured, we know that. According to a Maísa source, they're saying he was the one. I mean, of course, though. See, this blows me. Eljando captured in Jesus Maria, Sinaloa this Saturday, February 8th, 2025, by Mexican military special forces, is mastermind of the Durango explosives attack, according to a La Maísa source. You can't get sources. The enemy can't be a source. Hit the like button, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What kind of shit is that? The enemy can't be a source. You can't trust my enemy to tell you, what I did. Fuck are we talking about here? What? The firepower used in the hammer fight that led to the capture of Eljando thundered in the town of Jesus Maria, Sinaloa, where locals relived a similar situation when Ovidio was captured on January 5th, 2023. Numerous readers questioned why a firefight was needed for a La Chapiza Cartel pilot operator. Eljando has been involved in several high-impact actions, one of which stands out as the Durango explosives attacks, in which a small aircraft was used in November 2024. The towns attacked in Durango were alleged strongholds of Los Cabreras, who are key allies of Mayo Zambada, right? So they're going to trust the enemy that got bombed on. They're going to trust them to, be the source. That shit's crazy. Shout out Pooh. Hit that MF like, man. Salutes. Straight scapegoat. Crazy talk. All right. Durango explosives attack. Let's see what this do.
No, oiga. Ahí viene otra.
Man, these fools diabolical. They'll blow up your abuelita's neighborhood, no problem. With a duct taped bomb to a, probably said the wrong word. Duct tape to a plane and shit, and then they cut it off with a knife, and then it land wherever. And as long as it's close enough, they can call it a victory, a W. Get the fuck out of here, man.
No, mommy's weak.
Get my shit closer. All right, let's get this the fuck out of here.
Woo! Ahí viene otra. Woo!
So they dropping bombs out of planes and shit. Humans, bro. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Blown up shells.
gotta be careful. I don't need it to be a blown up someone and shit. I don't even know what I just looked at. I should screen some of these, but going for the gusto tonight. But they was blowing shit up. Yeah, we ain't seeing nothing here. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, the artillery shell. I guess that's what it is. That's blowing shit up. Right, so boom, that article was nothing. And then we got the latest on him. El Hando, pilot of Los Chapitos. Okay. Files for protection and temporarily halts his extradition to the United States. Right? Mexico City, the pilot of Los Chapitos, Mauro Alberto N. alias El Hando, will not be extradited at the moment due to the protection granted by the head of the 3rd District Court in criminal matters. Judge Augusto Octavio Mejia Ojeda granted El Hando a suspension of the protection trial processed for extradition out of procedure, deportation, banishment, psychological torture, I said the word, mistreatment, harassment, as well as lack of food and medicine. Granted El Hando a suspension of the protection trial processed for extradition out of procedure. The judge requested the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, among other federal authorities, to submit their justified reports to confirm if there's an extradition request by the United States government. Mejia offered a 3-day deadline to ratify the demand. Otherwise, the precautionary measure, protection against extradition, will cease to have effect. He trying to stay his ass in Mexico. The legal situation of the pilot, considered a key operator of Los Chapitos, will be determined next weekend, since his defense requested the duplication of the constitutional term to gather evidence in his favor. Once the deadline is ended, the judge must decide whether El Hando is linked to the process or not. The capture of Mauro N. El Hando is 31 years old and is a civil pilot. The SSPC considers him a key operator of the Chapitos, faction of the Sinaloa Cartel, and attributes to him the attacks of the explosives carried out on Vasco Gil and Tamazula, Durango. In addition, he would be linked to the armed group sent to Jesus Maria on January 5th to rescue Ovidio. El Hando was arrested in Jesus Maria Saturday. It should be remembered that in the event, a member of the Mexican Army assigned to the Secretariat of National Defense lost his life. They just repeated everything in that article that they repeated in every other book. You know he be knowing what happened with the snatching of Mayo in Mexico. Don't want him leaving. Bro, my bad. I got a new mic arm, so the mic's in the wrong place. I keep slamming against that. He got all the info. They don't want him going nowhere. Shout out Pete Never on the check-in. Salutes to you. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for coming through. Boom. Let's do this here. That. Do this. All right, boom. So there's that. Really nothing else on the Cartel front. Here, I can do this. Let's do this real quick. So anyways, that's the story. That's the story on so far. All right? On an important pilot from the Chapitos. Now, as far as all his credentials and everybody want to give his resume, you're getting the resume from the enemy. So, I don't know. I can't buy it. But whatever. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Drop that like, people. It's V-Day. Yeah, what the fudge? Can I get some V-Day love? Shit. You're getting free content on a regular basis. We know you enjoy it. You hear more than once. You hear all the time, actually. It should weigh on your conscience that you don't hit the like button for a good old guy like me, a good old fella like me, motherfuckers. So the question is, how important was this guy? What does he know? Is it just talk that he was involved in the whole snatching of the old man, or not? We'll have yet to see. But right now he's fighting his extradition, and for the time being, we'll see in a couple of days if that changes. Shout out, think like a kingpin on the check-in. Salute. He said, "Oh, one shot." All right. Let's get this real quick. Exclusive. Los Chapitos. Shout out Nathaniel's Adventures. Hey, brother, I finally got some free time. Much love. Got to see my boy still holding it down. Salutes to you. Appreciate you coming through. Thank you. Exclusive. Los Chapitos offer bounty for Durango governor. All right? So not only are these guys putting out flyers on each other and, telling everybody to, turn this one in and turn that one in. Now they putting out flyers and shit on the governors. But this is par for the course. This has always happened, right? Sheriffs and cops and all kind of shit. Come on, peeps, hit that like button. And for those who haven't subscribed, just do it. Just do it. They're here all the time. They don't want to subscribe. They're just here all the time. And subscribers, do some work. Check it out. Go watch some shit that you ain't seen yet. Why? Because if I tell you the percentage of subscribers that attribute for my views, you guys in the chat would be mad at some of these people. You know what I mean? Salute. The Cheetos. All right, let's get it. El Armadillo. El Armadillo. All right? I can't even read this. I don't know if I... Oh, yeah, there it is. Now we get the Inglés. We'll get it in the Inglés. Thank you. Get it in the Inglés. Borderland Beat received the following image from a verified source within the Cartel de Sinaloa, Chapitos faction. Below is translated text. This is an announcement from Alejandro Lopez Guzman, informing the people that as of this moment, we are offering a 10 million peso reward for information leading to the capture and or unaliving of the narco governor of Durango, Esteban Villegas, for his relationship and cooperation in taking care of the Cabrera narco terroristas and their organization in the state of Durango, where he has provided security and allowed for the free distribution of drugs. We are also offering 2 million pesos for each commander and each government official involved with the Cabreras. Bruh, they putting dough on people's heads out there. They're not playing no games. Hit that like button. You see the dude from the Netherlands that got clapped in Mexico? I had a fake DEA badge and a whole arsenal. I have no clue about it, Velez. When you got time, drop it in the Discord and I'll get to it on another live. What's up, P? Happy V-Day. Salutes. Salutes. Happy V-Day to the wives. Help Shot reach 10,000 subs. We so close. We about 500 away. Now I'm already worried about 100 stacks, man. Visiting my wifey, but they keep canceling the visit. BOP is on BS. Well, that's filthy of them on Valentine's Day. Hopefully that should be over with soon. And BOP won't have nothing to fucking say about it. Let's see. That 2 million pesos is like $1.50. Governor Villegas, a member of the PRI who took office in 2022, is being accused of allowing the Cabrera Saravia brothers to reign in Durango. Illicit investigations has reported on the relationship between the governor and the Cartel brothers. The current governor of Durango, Esteban Villegas Villarreal, is another kingpin, a longtime friend of the Cabrera Saravia brothers. When he served as mayor of the state capital, he used the Bartel's front companies as suppliers, delivering gasoline and food to the municipalities. Villegas Villarreal frequently meets with the Cabrera brothers, informing them about the political inner workings of the state and federal government. These bosses have consolidated their economic power not only through drug trafficking, but also by collecting fees throughout the state and acting as contractors for the state government and some municipalities. Less is known about Alejandro Lopez Guzman, but our sources indicate he is a cousin of Ovidio El Raton Guzman Lopez and Joaquin El Güero Moreno Guzman Lopez, who both are in U.S. custody. Alejandro is believed to be a high-ranking member of Los Chaperos who manages his own faction in the organization, though details beyond this are unclear. What is clear is that this move is a strike in the ongoing war between the two factions of the Sinaloa Cartel. The Cabrera Sarabia brothers are allies of Ismael Zambada Sicarios, Maito Flaco, and an obstacle for Los Chapitos in their fight to eliminate their rivals and take full control of Durango. This offer of roughly $500,000 US comes as the State Department prepares to designate various criminal groups as foreign terroristas organizations, including the Sinaloa Cartel. Papa, putting prices on his head. Got a price on your head, buddy boy. Got a price on your head. Visiting white people that keep canceling. Short staff after we made the trip. Yeah, everybody got an excuse for their incompetence. Shout out Street Vids on the check-in. Salutes. What's sad is Vicente straight told on Felipe and the brothers were still loyal to the Mayos. It's the pick and the choose. They think you're giving her a new Bentley for every day. You wildin', William Borden. We keep it quiet now. No billboards, no Bentleys, no planes, no noise, nothing, man. I'm saying, I feel the same way. I don't even like talking about them, until it's a wrap. Because motherfuckers, boy. All right, y'all. So that is our Cartel talk. We got through that real quick. Let's see. I want to play a video. I want to go through, again, honey's up in the chat for y'all. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. I want to cover, Robin coming on. I don't know. I haven't talked to him today. He hit me about it a couple of days ago. I had an idea, but I didn't know if that was going to pan out or not. But here we are. We're here. So salutes. I don't know, though. Let's see. Which do I go to first? So, last we covered with the whole 50 Cent, we'll fly through that real quick because the last thing I want to do, I want to watch a video, and that's going to take a little bit of our time. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Where's Robin? Let's see. The last thing we discussed was, we kept saying, well, we'll see what it looks like when Meech's party happens. When the Welcome Back concert goes down. Right? Did we cover on a live that it was canceled? That the concert was canceled? That the after party was canceled? Everything got canceled? I have to check because I'm not sure really if we've covered that or not. Any update on when Val is getting out of prison? I have no clue. That would be something to ask, the husbands, if there's any word on Val and Vivi. Hopefully soon. But that would be a question for them, sir. So I want to quickly get to this, but also, I want to get to the Jay-Z shit too. But I really do want to check and see what I covered in the last live stream as far as that situation. Because I don't want to go over it again if I didn't. I know it's just every day spills into the other, and I live 5 different people's lives a week. So hit that like button, though. The numbers make no sense. Shout out Think Like a Kingpin for the $49.99 super chat. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you for supporting the channel on that level. Thank you for always supporting the channel, giving the channel your time. Keep the wives in our prayers, and God bless you all. Man, Meech a real coward. Salutes. Let me know when you want to talk about it, P. We'll talk about it. No coverage of the cancellation. No, I never covered the cancellation. Dope. Thank you. Let me know when you want to talk about it, P. When you want to give your opinion on Meech. No worries about typos, man. But don't. I don't want your opinion. I don't want to hear it in the chat. It'll be a mystery. If we don't get it live, it's a mystery. But if you ever want to talk about it, just let me know. But again, salutes to you. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you. No coverage of the cancellation. Let's see. What was the last shit we talked about as far as that subject? Let me see here. I know we talked about the kid getting talked down by his father. Who you asking that question, Pooh? What? Here we go. Let me take a look at this real quick.
Turn.
Keeping low is being your best bet. Respect for you staying low. Gotta stay low. He zipped it up, see? Come on, man. It was a teaser, all right? That was a first draft and shit. That was a teaser. All right. Here, let me make sure. Let's see what we did here. This is our body cam. Yeah, we had Ross talking about the movie. Okay, I remember that. Drake wearing the stupid shirt, and the kid apologizing. All right, cool. Yeah, and Meech doing the video. He's all in the videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? We saw that. Okay, bet. So now we can go from there. So I think it was that night or something like that. I posted in the Discord this image right here. All right, this image. Let me throw up some hundreds in the chat for Think Like a Kingpin. Salutes. All right. JP, where's JP? I gotta send out a bat signal. All right, the canceled BMF Big Meech Welcome Back Legacy concert. Right? Now remember, 50 said the coverage we did before, he said, hey man, what you gonna do when nobody shows up? He said he can't even show up. He on house arrest. He can't go nowhere. Right? He said, I don't know, man. P saying here, hey, you interpret it how you would like. All right, the man zipped up on the other side. He don't want no talk. He said what he said. You run with whatever you interpret from that, sir. No worry. All right, let me hit the hundreds up right here. Bow. Thank you, sir. Salutes. Bow, 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 bow. All right, did that. Let's get it. All right, cool. Got chats everywhere. Let's get it. All right, Big Meech, welcome back. Legacy concert in Miami canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. 50 said, I had nothing to do with this. Please, stop calling my phone. I sincerely hope you have a nice day today. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm stronger than you think. Nobody ever caught me in unforeseen circumstance before. Hit the like button, y'all. Right? So it turned into this. And then Rick Ross had to answer for, it's canceled, right? Bad. So, let me see if I can find Rick Ross on the cancellation. Right? All the shit he was talking. It got to be on Forgotten Kings, man. Can't fail with Forgotten Kings. Salutes to Forgotten Kings TV. I like that channel. They got a podcast now. It's pretty dope. But let me go Forgotten Kings. Let's go here. Get this shit out of here. This shit out of here. Boom. I told you I had to shut down my operation when 50 had that movie shoot that cost a lot of money. Yeah, no, they shutting shit down. You think Ross can get me a bag too? What's up? You ready for the photo op though? But I need you to do the whole, you know what I'm saying? I'm back. I'm here. We in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need the whole fucking treatment. You do that shit. You know what I'm saying? We want to see the whole thing. All right? Make sure you do that shit. Salute. Let me see. Yeah, if Rick Ross can get you the bag and the photo op, shit. Let's see if this got it right here. Looking like a groupie. I mean, it just didn't look right to me. Hold on a sec. But let me scan this. Yeah, let me scan this. Let me scan this. Nah, but I want to see where's Ross. Because Ross had to comment on it. Ross had to comment on it.
He says, I had nothing at home concert. 50 called Meech being an informant. Next thing you know, 50's making videos, you know, essentially putting a spotlight on Big Meech in this whole situation involving these allegations of him and this woman, right? Tammy Cohen apparently being an informant, right? Working.
And it's like, I saw Math Alpha talking about it today. Same with everybody's been talking about this. It's not till Fifth shine the light on it that all of a sudden everybody's talking about it. Hit the like button, y'all. There's 10 greedy holdouts, about 12 greedy holdouts. We love you though, but you don't help. No help. And Whack 100 is going at it with everybody. I don't know what the fuck is happening on that point, but I want to see Rick Ross's response. Rick Ross on Meech cancellation. Here we go.
Biggest boss Ricky Rose just got word. Meech concert not happening tonight, but 3:05 is going down at the office. Meet us there. Bam. Biggest boss Ricky Rose just got word. Meech concert not happening tonight, but 3:05.
When he was talking about the show, when they was promoting the show, it was like mad. Like, yo, this person's gonna be here, this person's gonna be here, I'm back, all of that shit, right? But when it's a cancellation, after all that shit he was talking, when there's a cancellation, it's shit's canceled, gotta go buy a holler, we'll be over there. Trying to get off the phone, right? Trying to get off the phone quick. All right, we're going to the office. Bet.
Biggest boss Ricky Rose just got word. Meech concert not happening tonight, but 3:05 is going down at the office. Meet us there. Bam.
Bam.
Biggest boss
right?
Ricky
We
Rose.
don't know what happened. No explanation. We get nothing, right? Okay, cool. Cool. Then, see if I got it here. Then, that after party was canceled. Not just the show, not just the welcome back concert, but the after party at the office that they were still gonna go to. Shut that shit down too. All right, shit got shut down. Miami, there's a lot of money to be made. At least I can admit I made a deal. He trying to keep quiet, selling the Death Before Dishonor BF. That was just a bad response. That wasn't, yeah, there was nothing to talk about like that. Use your thumb and like. You're here watching for free. Subscribe while you're at it this time. Salutes. I appreciate you. Please do. I agree. So boom. Then that shit got canceled, right? All right. Let's see. We got the cancellation here. Was this a double up? All right. There's another piece of content that popped up on that same post where 50 said he had nothing to do with this cancellation. And it said, yo, Rocket, this Cuff, this is my text number. Tell 50 he's a bad man. That nigga got the rats jumping ship left and right. Now tell 50 J-Bo's trying to call in now. So now J-Bo want to be in the documentary. Everybody want to be in the documentary and shit now. Right? They had that party, but the office. Plus, I really had an RPG pointed at my head. He just wanted to go home. There you have it. RPG. And then 50 posted Zip
about the big Meech concert. I've seen a lot of posts about the big Meech concert getting canceled. What I'm not seeing is anybody blaming Rick Ross for this shit. Nobody is saying, yo, Rick Ross, it's your fault. So I'm going to do it. Yo, Rick Ross, this shit is your fault. You the reason why Big Meech is going through this shit out here right now, you heard? Because when we was on the internet talking about the Cuffy case and all that, nobody even really gave a fuck. But now 50 talking about that shit, and everybody listening. Everybody listening, you heard? So, I just want to say, or I want to ask you, did you think that shit was a good idea in hindsight? Do you think it was a good idea to be in the video with me talking about Sexy Red?
Sexy Red.
Yeah, you think that was a good idea? Also, how you let that nigga get the show canceled in Florida, B? That's kind of diabolical, you heard? 50, that's some bullshit. How you let the nigga get the show canceled in Florida? Let's get to that. I've seen a lot of posts.
All right, 50 said, if you brought an outfit and was ready to turn up, I apologize for whoever's responsible. Let's get to that. All right? Meech Primo and Rick Ross riding around in a two-seater screaming Thug Life. That's hilarious. So, boom, we had that. What else we had? You had these guys right here. Where's it at? Get that out of here. Boom. These dudes said, 50 really got Big Meech concert canceled. Got us out here feeling stupid. 50 really got these streets. I'm about to order hella Branson cognac for my club for the rest of my life. 50 Cent said, I apologize for your trip to Miami, but Higgins been playing with me. So, you know, let's build when y'all get back to the city. All right, so boom, concert ruined for them guys right there. Concert ruined. All right, they got, I can't play that. That's going to get me clapped. That's going to get me clapped. Then we got another.
This call is from a federal prison.
Before he sent Tammy at me, homie.
This is Cuffy. Now, everybody has an argument. We haven't gone through the paperwork party yet because there's a couple of different sets of paperwork. I have a set, but there's another set that I'm looking for. Hit the like button, y'all. Because I want to go through it thoroughly. But everybody's out is saying, oh, well, Tammy did it without him knowing. She did this for him without him knowing, which to me seems impossible. That's number one. But number two, this is Cuffy on the video saying that she wasn't the first person that was sent to him by Meech to set him up. You know what I mean?
This call is from a federal prison.
Before he sent Tammy at me, homie, that was his last ditch move. He put me with a Mexican. So I pull up to meet the essay, homie. I pull up to meet the essay. I'm in a brand new blue Bentley coupe.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say this, homie, because I met the essay in downtown Atlanta at the Varsity Hot Dog stand.
Okay.
And the Mexican rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't think he was the police. I knew nothing about Meech being nothing but a solid man.
Right.
But the Mexican got to talking about, yo, man, is the car paid for, and you can trade the car for drugs, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, right?
Yeah.
So I never do anything with him. I throw away the phone, and when Buddy called me back, yo, how did that go? I say, man, that nigga weird, man. I ain't fucking with him. He weird. He on some thirsty shit.
Yeah.
I know nothing about police. I never know that this was the police.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Fast forward to 2018, homie. We get the Franks hearing. Again, the government got to turn over everything pertaining to me in this case. I didn't get in any trouble from that meeting with the essay when I was pulled up in the new Bentley coupe, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's all in there that a confidential source is the one who put me with the essay.
Damn.
And that Cuff was spooked some kind of way and never dealt with him, and Cuff cut off the telephone he was using, blah, blah. That was the end of it.
Right.
But who you think introduced me to that first Mexican?
That's crazy.
There you go, homie.
That's crazy.
And in the DEA 6 reports, it says on blah, blah, blah date, Cuff was introduced to another confidential source by a confidential source. Meech is the one put me with the essay.
All right, OG. So I gotta.
This call is from a.
So I wanna look into all of that. Yeah, I'll probably read it. I just don't want to use his whole video to. I'd rather read it myself. Salutes. But I need to find that paperwork. Shout out Upper Echelon check-in. Salutes. Cuff spent his whole 300 minutes on this. That Bentley was Blue Da Vinci. What's Jay doing? Salutes Miguel Lopez on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. What else? And that's it. That's all we have from him. As far as developments on that situation. All right. Let's move on to the Jay-Z case. Unless you guys have anything to say about what we just talked about. My goodness. Salutes. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to the wives. All right. I'm going to cover this because that's a crazy word. So what's next for Meech? I don't know. You tell me. What do you think is next for Meech? We've been tossing around. I said it was going to... I wanted to see how the concert went, what happened, and what controversies came out of that. But evidently, that shit ain't happening. You know what I mean? I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next. What do you think? He played some bullshit like 50? Who did? Meech? Salutes. Happy V-Day Flores family. Bendiciones. Free the wives. Appreciate you. Bro, I sent you a good interview from Cuff. Yeah? Let me see. I don't know if I want to go through Cuff's interview right now. I want to find that paperwork. Oh, yeah, I see that one. We'll get to it. We ain't done with this case for sure. All right, Jay-Z's Teen Grape case. Dismissed by accuser's attorney as rapper issues emotional statement. We've been looking, again, we questioned Tony Busby when he had the 100 people up there in the hotline on Puffy a day later, a day after, Puff went to jail. And this had a lot of holes in it. When he came about this time with this whole Jay-Z situation, it seems like he played his hand and he lost. Jay-Z has hailed victory in a statement after successfully having a civil lawsuit accusing him of violating a 13-year-old alongside Sean Diddy Combs in 2000, dismissed by the alleged victim's attorney. The rapper 55 was accused of committing the illegal child abuse alongside Combs 55 after the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards in a civil lawsuit that was filed back in December by attorney Tony Bisbee. Now remember, the girl's father didn't remember picking her up. He was part of the story. There was just a lot of things that didn't make sense. Again, with the whole Diddy situation, there's a lot of things that don't make sense because we ain't hearing much in the way of bombshell evidence or shit like that. We've heard baby oil, and that's it. Flight logs. Racing to the news, Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, released a statement on Friday which read, "Today's a victory. The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. This civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale they created was laughable. If not for the seriousness of the claims, I would not wish the experience on anyone." The fictional tale they created was laughable. If not for the seriousness of the... that was one sentence. The fictional tale they created was laughable if not for the seriousness of the claims. I would not wish this experience on anyone. The 99 Problems hitmaker went on to reveal the toll that the case has taken on his entire family, including megastar wife Beyonce. The statement continued, "The trauma that my wife, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed." This 1-800 lawyer gets to file a suit hiding behind Jane Doe, and when they quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail, they get to walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. And here's the thing, you got these guys that are lawyers, right? But they're just as thirsty as anybody else, and they get a cockamamie ass idea that, is probably far-fetched, but they take the shot at it anyway, and it's like their credibility don't mean shit. What are we talking about? He finished off the emotional statement with a commentary on the court system and the actual assault allegations as a whole. Jay-Z concluded, "The court must protect victims, of course. While with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally." Again, I think women that falsely accuse men and men serve time, I think those women should be forced to serve the same time, if not more. This comes as TMZ reports that Jay-Z claimed that the plaintiff attorney, Busby, had attempted to get money from him over two different allegations. The one he just dismissed and another which didn't even make it to court. According to the documents filed by Jay-Z's camp this week, Busby has sent two demand letters to Jay in November 2024. One was for his case, which was dismissed, and the other one was for John Doe, who claimed to have been actually assaulted by Jay-Z at a 2015 Beverly Hills party when the accuser was 16 and had been secretly rugged by someone other than the rapper. Can't go to these parties, bro. You gotta stay out of them parties, bro. Meanwhile, Alex Spiro, who is the attorney for the mogul, also released a statement to the Daily Mail Friday, which read, "The false case against Jay-Z that never should have been brought has been dismissed with prejudice. By standing up in the face of heinous and false allegations, Jay has done what few can. He pushed back. He never settled. He never paid one red penny. He triumphed and cleared his name." Diddy's attorney has also released a statement taking aim at opposing attorney Busby, which read, "Today's complete dismissal without a settlement by the 1-800 attorney is yet another confirmation that these lawsuits are built on falsehoods, not facts. For months, we have seen case after case filed by individuals hiding behind anonymity, pushed forward by an attorney more focused on media headlines than legal merit. Just like this claim, the others will fall apart because there is no truth to them. Sean Combs has never actually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. No number of lawsuits, sensationalized allegations, or media theatrics will change that reality. We will continue to fight these baseless claims and hold those responsible. This is just the first of many that will not hold up in a court of law. The accuser, who identifies herself as Jane Doe in legal documents reviewed by Daily Mail back in December, had said the assault took place at a party after the award show. At the time, attorneys for Jay-Z had asked for the case to be dismissed, or Jane Doe's real name publicly revealed in new motions filed in federal court in New York. A memorandum accompanying the filed motion from Jay-Z's Quinn Emanuel Urquhart Spiro, obtained by Daily Mail, defendant is respectfully seeking either dismissal of the allegations or disclosure of the plaintiff's identity. Fair is fair. The memo continued, Mr. Carter deserves to know the identity of the person who is effectively accusing him in sensationalized publicity hunting fashion of criminal conduct, demanding massive financial compensation and tarnishing a reputation earned over decades. Taking aim at the plaintiff's attorney, Tony Busby, it continues, this court has recognized the nearly identical claims brought by other plaintiffs represented by attorney Busby do not meet the criteria to proceed anonymously. All right, let's see. Here, the balance of the equities afford all the more reason why this plaintiff should be proceeding under her true name, if she wishes to proceed at all. Attorneys for Carter also described Busby as having devoted himself to the business of extracting large settlements from a multitude of celebrities, high net worth individuals, and businesses with many public ties to Sean Combs. Furthermore, the motions claim Busby has a history of targeting celebrities by making false allegations of misconduct and alleges that the case against Carter is about retaliating against a rare target who will not pay. The motion adds Carter should not have to defend himself in the brightest of spotlights against an accuser who hides in complete darkness while leveling allegations. The lawsuit had initially been filed in New York Southern District this past October against Combs, with the refiling in December naming Jay-Z. The woman accusing the rappers claims that the assault took place. Come on, why y'all keep repeating shit? Jay-Z's issued a lengthy statement, Okay, man, miss me with the bullshit, man. Y'all are just full of shit at this point. Enough. Jay's not guilty, bro. Fuck. We lost the whole audience reading that shit. These people just be repeating shit and repeating shit. Look, this I'm still scrolling. The shit goes on forever. I'm done. All right, let's get it. There's a good one of Blue, too. Is that the Cam Capone one? Yeah, I'll check them out. I don't know, some people still doubting it. Good night. God bless. Salutes to you. Good night. Thank you for coming through. Think BMF is hooking up with the real boss? Who? Who you talking about, William Border? Who's the real boss? Ricky? Hooking up with him for what? He couldn't even get a show off the ground. Did you see the Sean G podcast on Meech's body language? He called it like we did. Did he? No. I didn't see it. J and B don't get no play in my music box. Yeah, I don't really mess with B like that. He was a part of R. Kelly shit, but he got away. Hey, who knows? Maybe he didn't. We'll see what the future has to offer in that sense. I mean, all right, I think I'm good on that. Gravy, baby. All right, so Rick James. Hundreds up. Again, salutes Think Like a Kingpin. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. All right, if y'all can, hit the like button on that super chat. Hit the like button on this video. All right. I want to get into this story. Again, some of you guys know the twist of this story. But I want to, I'm doing this for the beginners channel, for the For Beginners channel, and the people that don't know the story, don't know the people involved. But first, I want to play this video. So again, if you know the ending of the story, I'm sure you can drop a spoiler if you want, but I'd rather you not. Let's get it. All right, hit the like button if you have yet to do so. This is the story of Noah Scurry. All right, we're gonna get into this, and it's gonna lead somewhere. Let's get it. Again, hundreds up in the chat. Salutes.
This is Noah Scurry.
And hold on, and shout out to this channel. This is boom. I'm gonna drop the link to that channel right here in the description. American Confidential. This video's 3 weeks old, got 370,000 views. Let's get it.
This is Noah Scurry. He was a 17-year-old high school basketball star and a standout student who was killed earlier this week. It was reported by the Philadelphia Inquirer that he had the highest SAT score in his entire school when he took it. A student at Samuel Fells High School, his principal described him as gifted. In a letter to the school's families, they confirmed that he was a talented student athlete. It was around 7:15 a.m. on January 14th. The 17-year-old was leaving for school when he was gunned down, according to the Philadelphia police, as reported by Fox 29.
Philadelphia police say a 17-year-old was shot and killed along Rohrer Street in the city's Feltonville section. It happened around 7:15 this morning.
Over 20 shell casings were found at the scene. It was reported by the news that he was with his mother when he was shot, as if they were about to get into the car for her to drop him off across town at school. Authorities recovered a white Jeep Cherokee on Wednesday morning, the next day abandoned near Summerdale and Godfrey Avenues, approximately 2 miles from where Noah Scurry's home on Rohrer Street in Feltonville, where the deadly shooting took place. According to Deputy Commissioner Frank Venor, the vehicle appeared to have been damaged in the crash. Investigators are currently reviewing additional surveillance footage in hopes of piecing together the event.
Chucky, I expected better from you, bro. Shout out Chucky for jumping in with the spoiler off the jump. You need to start charging to do 4-minute conversations on live with Jay. My screen is broke. I hope this comes out right. Now I got you. Salute, split that pie. I got your comment. I just didn't have time to respond. We do that before. People pay for questions and stuff like that, and we've done panels and shit like that. We'll do it again in the future. I appreciate you. Salutes.
Events that led to Scurry's death. While no suspects have been named and no motive has been determined, law enforcement officials are working tirelessly to identify the perpetrators. Surveillance footage suggests that at least 2 individuals were inside the Jeep during the shooting. The details of Noah Scurry's final moments paint a grim picture. He had just grabbed his backpack and was stepping into his mother's car when he was ambushed by a barrage of gunfire. More than
17-year-old basketball star with a bright future, hammered down in front of his mother on his way to school. That's where we're at.
20 bullets were fired, as I said, and Noah Scurry was struck multiple times in the chest and abdomen. Despite being rushed to Jefferson Einstein Hospital, he was pronounced dead within minutes. Family members, friends, and classmates.
William Borden, I expected more from you too. I should put both of you motherfuckers in the back.
Put him in a fucking bedroom.
Were devastated. He was pronounced dead within minutes. Family members, friends, and classmates were devastated by the sudden and senseless loss. A GoFundMe campaign launched by his cousin seeks to help cover funeral expenses. In her heartfelt message, she described Noah as a bright, loving young man with a heart full of kindness. Noah, only 17 years old, had such a...
See what this says? My name is Brianna McGlynn, I'm making this GoFundMe on behalf of my cousin, an aunt who just suffered a tragic loss. Megan and Kathy Dipple have suffered the most traumatic events one could ever imagine. First, Kathy losing 2 children. Megan's siblings has fought time and time again and showed up to the Supreme Court against the man trying to escape the unaliving penalty who's responsible. But now, early morning, January 14th, Megan's beloved son and Kathy's grandson's life was taken on his way to school. Noah, only 17 years old, has such a caring and loving heart he would do anything for his family, but most of all his siblings. He was one of the top students in his school, achieving the highest score on the SAT college placement test out of his entire grade. He had such a clever mind with such an infectious smile. His love for basketball was always with him. Ever since he was a young kid, he was playing on the school's basketball team, being scouted for colleges. Only 17 years old, with so much life ahead of him. Please let's come together in such a tragic moment for this family who's been dealing with nothing but grief and heartache and help Megan and Kathy give Noah the burial he deserves. Right? Salutes. That's the cousin story. Let me drop the TTS. Yeah, let me drop this in here and see if I can pin this. Not from there. All right, salutes. Salutes to you, Split That Pie. Appreciate you.
Caring and loving heart, McGlenn wrote.
Shout out Zoraida. I know this one's crazy, but you know.
Would do anything for his family, but most of all for his sibling.
This is some shit right here, but we're getting there.
Tributes and condolences have poured in across social media, where friends expressed their grief and shared memories of the teen. Speechless, I love you, one friend posted alongside photos of Noah Scurry. At Samuel Fells High School, where Scurry excelled both academically and athletically, the loss has been profoundly felt. He was known for his sharp intellect and athletic prowess, which the news heavily focused on shortly after his passing. Scurry was an advanced placement, or AP student, the highest SAT scorer in his school, and a standout point guard on the basketball team. On Wednesday, January 15th, the school created a supportive environment for grieving students, providing counseling services and a quiet space in the auditorium for students to mourn. In an Instagram post, school officials reminded the community of the importance of kindness and mutual support. The greatest gift of support we have is each other, the school wrote. Be kind to each other today and always. Monique Braxton, a spokesperson for the school district, said that Noah was the kind of student that everyone wants. Noah Scurry's social media was filled with basketball highlight reels that showcased his skills on the court, where he effortlessly crossed over defenders, executed smooth layups, and nailed three-point shots. His undeniable talent was matched only by his bright future, a future now tragically cut short. The broader context of Noah Scurry's death is part of the Philly daily reminder of a persistent gun violence plaguing the city. According to Jackie Golden of the city controller's office, there have been 30 shooting victims in the city this year, 5 of whom were 18 years or younger. As the investigation into Noah Scurry's death continues, his memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew and loved him. His life, marked by academic excellence, athletic talent, and a caring spirit, is a painful reminder of the urgent need to address the violence claiming young lives in Philadelphia and beyond.
Philadelphia police say a 17-year-old was shot and killed along Rohrer Street in the city's Feltonville section. It happened around 7:15 this morning. That's where we find NBC 10's Matt DeLucia live at the scene. What do we know about the victim, Matt, and any suspects in this case?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Johnny, homicide investigators are still here at the scene. They've been here all morning. You can see the tape is still up, and the shooting itself happened in this narrow driveway behind the 5,000 block of Rohrer Street. This is just off the boulevard. And as you mentioned, this happened around 7:15 this morning. Police showed up here. They found the 17-year-old who had been shot several times throughout his body. The young man was rushed to Einstein, and he died just after 7:30. Now, earlier, we could see a backpack and a shirt laying on the street. But as of right now, police have not made any arrests, but they did find a gun out here. And as investigators are going through this area, they're also going door to door, trying to get some surveillance video, trying to get some idea of who may have pulled this trigger and killed the 17-year-old right as the sun was coming up here along Rohrer Street.
Yeah, I love the vibe, but can you make it pop?
Wildin'.
Sure.
I can't see who this is from. Cidavelli, some shit. This younger generation are idiots. Sorry he lost his life. Could have easily been avoided. If it could have been easily avoided, why wasn't it? Like, Higgins just be making comments here. Hear one part of a story and just run with it. He stated in his song he already been shot, and that's why he was going about shit the way he was. And not everybody want to be what y'all failed to be. Some Higgins do shit to appease their parents until they can live on their own. Shout out Raven Jefferson on the check-in. Salutes to you. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. All right. Hit the like button. Y'all hit all the buttons. Whatever that means. We'll see. It'll unfold. All right, these are people's comments. telling the news stories or commenting on the news stories saying, come on, man, keep it thorough. Let's really talk about it. Keep it a bean. Well, here's what's funny about that, Chucky. Chucky, we're going to get to that because we're going to get to that. Keep it a bean. Noah really CC Parkside. But they had internal beef and he split with the Parkside. But I don't know.
If people like myself and THF Philly weren't around, this would have been the end of the story. By the day of Noah's death, as is all too clear by now, 17-year-old star student athletes aren't just executed in front of their moms for no reason. There's always a story behind it that the news is reluctant to give for political or social reasons. If you just got your news from the Philadelphia Inquirer or NBC, then the story is almost always missing context. Due to social media, traditional mainstream media was forced to double back the next day and say, hey, there's a little more to the story here. 30 years ago, this would have never happened and the story would have been left there. 30 next day and say, hey, there's a little more to the story here.
Noah Scurry, student athlete seen in rap video day before his unaliving.
30 years ago, this would have never happened and the story would have been left at that. There was no Instagram to correct the news or YouTube for people like me to make a story with a little more context.
Law enforcement sources are telling me they believe Noah Scurry appeared in a rap video with guns that was posted to social media the day before he was killed. New tonight, law enforcement sources confirm there is a rap video uploaded to social media the day before 17-year-old Noah Scurry was shot to death behind his home.
I'm taking it. These I run, he ain't to be chasing them. Black truck, and we all got drinks in it. Facing school, you know that I'm facing them. She want from me, sit here, and I'm dangerous. On TV, all the blocks can't hang with us. And you gotta catch a bite to gang with us. He got hit with a 10 that's changing them. Talking school gang, bros, he created. The last one we caught was stuck on the pavement. I'm sitting on his head, I'm collecting the pain. Got hit with the button.
In front of his mother, who is getting...
That shit's huff. I don't know how y'all could listen to that bullshit. Alright, rest in peace, shorty, but that shit trash.
ready to take him to Samuel Fells High School. In front of his mother, who is getting ready to take him to Samuel Fells High School. A screenshot of the video shows a man in a Joker mask, at times appearing to hold a gun. Sources tell Fox 29 they believe that to be Scurry. In the video, he dances along other individuals who are also holding and showing off guns throughout it.
Let's talk about the ops. They talking about switches and drakes and don't even got them. I'm with the Vince. He talking about his face is going A-whack. That shit out of pocket. I just ran into 2 ops, 2 D's back to back, and both of them niggas was cops. If I'm on a hit, then I'm getting up close to shit. So you know ain't nobody survive.
66-year-old man is dead and 3 teens are hurt following a shooting last night in Frankfurt. It happened just before 9:30 on the 4600 block of Mulberry Street. The man who died has been identified as Ivan Hall from Philadelphia. 3 15-year-old boys are in stable condition after being shot. Police have not given any more details on what may have led to the gunfire. As of yet, no arrests have been made.
Do you know who Rover's? One who loves dirt.
Shout out CC Mendo. I think you like my song flow. Drop a link in the comments. Whack, mumble rap. Facts. What did he say? He said some bullshit.
Police sources confirmed Noah Scurry was one of 4 people shot in an unsolved May 2023 murder case on the 4600 block of Mulberry Street in Frankfurt. According to police, 66-year-old Ivan Hall was shot and killed on Sunday, May 28, 2023, and 3 then 15-year-olds were shot multiple times. Police sources said that Noah Scurry was one of the teens. This shooting places Noah smack dab in the middle of Frankfurt.
Then you should join the Discord, CC Mendo. I'm gonna drop the Discord link in the chat. But if not, yeah, try it in the comments.
A section of the city that hosts sets like the Double C's or Certified Clappers and Parkside. Noah is said to be affiliated with Parkside. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not a Philly gangologist like some people like to believe, nor do I want to be. But from what I can gather, you got a few groups relevant to this story. According to the person who made this map, this is Parkside or Double C territory. Up here is a group of young boys who call themselves the Whackers, and over here is M24 territory. And as you can see, this is where YNG Cheese was killed. Noah or Baby Joker.
It's on this channel right here that you're linked to right here. If it is, then I just get it from there.
His street nickname, was very active out here, and his life had a part that for Baby Joker,
nickname?
his street nickname is where
Big
YNG
Joker?
Cheese was killed.
Big Joker?
Noah, or Baby Joker, his street nickname, was very active out here, and his life had a part that may not have been known to his coaches and family. Less than a month after Noah was shot and a 66-year-old man was killed, another tragedy struck near the area when 25-year-old Devin Spady was killed.
A triple shooting in Philadelphia's Olney section.
Listen, man, if you're a parent, man, don't ignore the fucking signs, all right? Kid's in some shit, he's getting shot up. It might be time to fucking intervene and do something, all right? Because they're going to sell that story to the fucking news stations about, oh, he was so amazing, when it's like, did you check him once, or did you just keep enabling him to go out there and wild the fuck out? Huh?
Section claimed the life of an up-and-coming musician. A triple shooting in Philadelphia's Olney section claimed the life of an up-and-coming musician. The 25-year-old rap artist was known as Young Cheese, and he's the son of well-known influencer Gilly the King.
Gilly the King has amassed millions of followers, and a lot of them are...
For those who don't know who Gilly is a Philly legend, founder of Major Figures, and responsible for, I think, penning many early Lil Wayne joints, stuff that made him hot, and podcaster with his cousin Wallow that served 20 years in prison, came out of prison and started a $30 million podcast, right? $1 million worth of game. In Philadelphia, like they just said, Gilly's son was unalived. You know what I'm saying? And people were talking crazy, like, yo, it's the Illuminati. It's the only way he get the $30 million deal and blah, 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 right? So let's get to the connection here, because it all comes to the light eventually.
Planning to come here
We're going to get to him, Zoraida. We're going to get to him.
next week for Gilly Fest. It's a big concert. He uses his platform to speak out against violence, and now violence has claimed the life of his son. Police say Devin Spady, better known as Young Cheese, was one of 3 people shot in the 5800 block of Masher Street in Olney Thursday night. Shot in the back, the 25-year-old rapper was a rising star and the son of one of Philadelphia's biggest stars, Gilly the King. Gilly the King is a rapper turned podcaster turned philanthropist. He and his $1 million worth of game podcast partner, Wallow, also helped give away millions of dollars to support local businesses, and both were awarded the key to the city.
Gilly and Wallow have become the unofficial mayors of the city of Philadelphia. How about that, right? They are the voice of the youth.
Talent agent Walt Reeder Jr. has known Gilly the King for years and knows he wanted more for his son. The other 2 people who were shot with Young Cheese both survived. Police have not made any arrests in the case. In Spring Garden, Taronda Thomas, Channel 6 Action News. Shari?
Yeah, very shocking story to learn of.
As is well known, Spady, or Cheese, is the son of comedian and Philly rap legend Gilly. Cheese's death came after him and a group of friends were apparently standing on a corner when shots rang out on the 5800 block of North Masher Street near Nedrow. Around the corner, police also found a 28-year-old man shot twice in the leg and drove him to Einstein. A third victim, a 31-year-old shot in the hip, arrived at the hospital in a private car. Video from the scene shows that a group of men were having a conversation on the corner of Nedrow and Masher when they heard gunshots and started running. No arrests were ever made in this case. No one took credit for this, as obviously that will open up a huge can of worms. 2 years earlier, AJ, or Ajon Jackson, was killed coming home from work. This murder is mentioned heavily by fellow Double C members Hardy and others in their raps. In fact, Hardy has a music video with over 1 million views with lyrics heavily mocking the death of AJ and another M24 affiliate, Twin 5 or J, who was killed in March of 2021.
Me out some doggy from taking shit and selling bulls. And you either get some money or you clap, just play your role. They ain't dying just for nothing. That's what happened when you troll. Murder gang, you drop a diss and get exposed. Niggas spoke on Broski name, we took his life, that's what he owed. Get up close, hit the foot and hit his body, watch him fold. Dummy work.
All you gotta do is
Oh, you've never used samples like this before. This
with his twin sister. They actually
heard he living out the way, but we be spinning ducky.
Bro, you doing a whole fucking music video? What are we doing here?
This bitch brand new.
a 16-year-old boy. He had just finished a shift at McDonald's where he worked with his twin sister. They actually got a lift here home. It was when they got out of that car that somebody started firing at them. You can see there on the ground a McDonald's bag and a wrapper right in front of their home.
Kids can't come home from McDonald's and take your ass home and eat your McDoubles without getting aired out? Like, what the fuck?
Police tell us this happened before 11 p.m. on Ferriston Drive.
I get it. I've been burying people that I love my whole life over it.
Drive near the Philly and Montgo border. Family told police the teen and his sister, they worked at McDonald's about a mile.
Get your ass off the phone, lady.
Away. They finished work at 10 p.m., ordered a lift, which dropped them off right in front of their home. When they got out, police say it was two males who came toward them, opened fire, hitting the boy in the torso, the back, and in the head. They fired at least 15 shots. Police say he was clearly the target. The sister was not hit. She was able to run home. They talked to other employees at that McDonald's who say that they hadn't seen any fights, no altercations, especially involving the 16.
So he's breaking down the war between these two factions. We don't need all of that. And he's letting it be known that Gilly's son was a casualty in this war, right?
The street, a semi-automatic gun they found on the sidewalk, so they're hoping.
This brings us to the present day back and forth shootings between the Northeast sets, which continued. Chris Dowling was shot and killed last February. Fast Break members Anal Bugs and LR, or Lil Ryan, were arrested and charged a few months later. M24 member Juan Brody was the first to alert the public of the shooting with an IG post.
Man down, I repeat, man down.
Bugs and LR were also charged with the bus stop shooting that injured 8 students heading home from school in March of last year.
Come on, these kids is airing out the bus stops. That's where a lot of them famous drill kids caught it, at the bus stop.
The sound of gunshots at a SEPTA bus stop. New surveillance video tonight of the dramatic moments that sent teenagers running for their lives when 3 masked gunmen suddenly opened fire. 8 teens were shot and wounded, 2 of them critically.
3 days earlier, the carnage and out-of-control violence continued to shock Philadelphia as 17-year-old Damon Taylor was killed. The Philadelphia high school student was gunned down after school during a shooting at the North Philadelphia bus stop that left 4 other people injured, including 2 women who were on the bus and 2 other teens. The horrific shooting took place just before 3:45 p.m. at Ogons and Godfrey Avenues, when 2 people, at least one with an automatic weapon, fired at a group of young people waiting at the bus stop.
That looked like division.
Automatic weapon fired at a group of...
Well, that's the shit right there. Gotta bring back ass whoopers again. Lames think a wrench gives them power, but can't handle the time when it comes. Bruh, the shit that we scrapped over, mind you, we played Hammer games too, but the shit that we scrapped over, they skipped the Hammer games. I mean, they skipped the scrap. They straight to the Hammer games, and I'm not going to even give you an opportunity to make me look like I lost or took a L or lost anything. I will air you out first. It's crazy. shit, I got my windows open. Shout out to that. Welcome back, Oso. How fun. I heard y'all freezing with the feast. Oso was playing in the snow. We hope you was listening. We know you left the chat, bro. If you weren't listening, bro, it's problems. Yeah, it's kind of snowy out there, but I got my windows open, man. I'm with it.
With young people waiting at the bus stop, Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel said, multiple rounds were fired, Bethel said. According to the police, shooters fired more than 50 times with an automatic weapon. Damon Taylor was shot multiple times throughout his body and head, police said. The 17-year-old from the Fern Rock neighborhood died a short time later at the hospital. A girl at the scene...
And here's the thing, like, back in the day, you didn't have 50 guns. You had your gunners or your hammer guy, you know what I'm saying? And now it's top of the totem pole, bottom of the totem pole. Everybody got a big-ass hammer. The dude at the bottom, I got something bigger than you. You know what I mean? Superior firepower wins at this point. Cause some rain's chilly in the AZ Slough.
Can be heard in shock saying, "Oh my God, his face is gone."
His face is gone.
All of these murders are mentioned because leading up to the death of Noah, him and his friends can all be heard rapping about these incidents. And after his death, Noah was linked to several homicides through street rumors. The ones that seemed to gain the most traction were Fat Dame and Cheese.
Let's talk about the ops. They talking about switches and drakes and don't even got them. I'm with the Vince. He talking about his face is going A-whack. That shit out of pocket. His
face is going.
Again, same as that whole Fulio situation, same as the whole drill shit in Chicago. You know, that has been something here over the years that you know, they would put so-and-so, your beloved so-and-so rots on the wall. That turned into putting it on records, and that shit created more shit, right? Telling on each other, telling on themselves. It's crazy.
The Vince, he talking about his face is going A-whack. That shit out of pocket. Just ran into two ops, 2 days back to back, and both of them niggas was cops. If I'm on a hit, then I'm getting up close to shit, so you know ain't nobody survive. Bro said when he got to the drop, he was coming out the crib, so we gon' call that perfect time. This nigga thought he was my man, he gave me his gun, he must have ain't know I was slimy. He loafing in his phone, what I say last song, that's how I creep up behind him. They doing them low ass shootings and calling to get back, how about come catch you a body? Catch a nigga out on the floor and I like my door was the bet, I hop out frying. Niggas can't talk about Chris if he ain't.
You know what I'm saying? How about you come catch a body? Guess what, Papas? Guess what?
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
They caught you in the morning with your backpack and your Uncrustable and your Lunchable, or mommy taking you to school, and they turned your TV off and could have smoked your mama easily because you want to run around and just smoke everybody for no reason. Again, it ain't just this story. This is happening millions of people all over the place. Gang shit all day long. It's crazy. Something, you know, people could blame hip-hop. People could blame society. You know, but what the fuck? But all that tough shit, come get you a body. They did. They came to collect. They came to collect, man.
You gonna talk about how Fat Dame so left his body? Bitch, do you fuck with?
Let me tell you something. The Reaper showed up in the Reaper showed up in Philly, and he took a lot of rappers' children at the same time. Oskino lost his son. Freeway lost his son. And then lost his daughter. Who else? Gilly lost Cheese. There was one more. It was Freeway, it was Oskino. Freeway lost 2. I believe there was one more.
The ops are not, cut that low act. We already know if you lying. Out on my block, I don't do the hiding. We is the reason them niggas is dying. Crack a 4 ain't meet the 10. No, we ain't playing defiance. They got a fully behind it. Give me a drop, I'ma bomb it. Pop with a cut, it's surprising. He don't see me, but I see him. Left and right, let's box him.
Also, through unsubstantiated sources, he is linked to the death of Izzy Stanley and the 18-year-old Tin Millie, who both died in June of 2024, a week apart. Now, I'm not trying to go around putting murders on people, so please take all of this with a grain of salt. I'm delivering the info that was sent my way, and these
Noah had the highest SAT score in his class while allegedly having 6 to 10 bodies in the street.
seem to be persistent rumors through people who would know, like people close to him. Damon, or Fat Dame as he was called, went to Imhotep High School.
Right.
The alleged
Noah Scurry revealed to be the one who unalived Gilly the Kid's son, Cheese, in 2023. So that SAT basketball kid took Gilly's son's life.
Damon, or Fat Dame as he was called, went to Imhotep High School. The alleged retaliation shootings a few days later by Fast Break members is referenced by Noah, or Joker, here, where he says,
And Molly telling on them bodies like, damn, free Lil Ryan. We the reason why they throwing fives and then they end up dying. They keep asking why he couldn't get up. I mean, he wasn't trying. Any nigga, we caught cracking forest on the guys, we fried him. Power right out that cut, he ain't even see it. I know that shit.
Lil Moot, and other M24 views, after many of which were not included in this video.
Listen,
the streets.
That is the juxt of, or the crux of the situation right there, right? Boom. So now we're gonna go to the Gilly footage with Shay Shay. I'm probably gonna get clapped for it, but we're gonna talk about it. It ain't one windows, right? That's all the windows. Shit is wild. Yep, chanclatazos for everybody. You live in my house. I knew little weasels you would slap the shit out of who had people fearing them because they would smoke you unpredictably. Yeah. Yep. That's what it is. I think you should look into Bloodhound Lil Jeff. I'd love to hear you talk about that. Yeah, Shorty supposedly had all kind of bodies. And they did, and I saw the video of him catch it. We might have talked about it on here a little bit for a short period of time. But these kids got it fucked up. Typical story of live by the gun, die by the gun. Yep. Shay Shay and Gilly. But there's a clip that I want to see. Because everybody is seeing the one clip from Gilly and Shannon Sharp where Gilly says, you know, he did that to my son, but he spoke on it. And this is why, and it's hard. I'm producing the show while I do it. So it's hard for me when I have a guest to really pay attention. Right? I do as much as I can, but there's things going on. Shannon Sharp, you the guy, bro. You're a professional. Salutes to him, you know. But Gilly laid it out on the table and told him the whole story. And then that other clip happened. So I want to play that first one first. I just got to find the right video that I watched it already, but I always lose the shit. No, that ain't it. This is the one up here. Let me see. I believe he was talking about Charleston White first. Yeah, he was. He was talking about Charleston White because Charleston White had disparaging things to say about Gilly's son.
Idiotic this shit sounds.
That bare your soul. So you had to. I'm sorry that you had to hear the comments about the Illuminati because you got money now. And normally,
now what he's referring to is the comments about people saying he sacrificed his son as an Illuminati stunt. You know, one of those, you know, sacrifices that everybody talks about. Yeah, I missed that live. I think fools need to hear about that. What I don't understand is if Chicago PD knew he was unaliving people, how was he not arrested? He unalived 2 high school students broad day. Who knows? I don't know. There's so many of those stories that I don't know that one in depth. And we didn't talk about it in depth. We basically talked briefly about, what happened to him in the mix of some other stuff. But I'll look into that story. Stick around. Make sure you hit the like button, join the Discord, all that good stuff. Subscribe. I appreciate you. Salutes, Carls. Typical story. Heartbreaking, real strong. No live. Watch karma catch up to 3 different people since early this morning. Crazy. 2025 not playing. Nope.
When black people get money, you had to do the Illuminati. You had to sell your soul. So you had to sacrifice your son,
right,
in order to stay in good graces and keep this paper coming in.
Now that we know one of the kids that was responsible for murdering my son, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the Illuminati came to a 16-year-old kid that's in high school
Mm-hmm.
and said, yeah, we need you to kill Gilly's son for Illuminati purposes. See how idiotic this shit sounds?
Mm-hmm.
That as a black man, you can't just work hard.
No.
And put the work in every day. And blessings come from that. That you got to come from somewhere else.
Right.
So I don't pay that shit no mind, man.
Have you met the kid? Have you talked to the kid that took your son's life?
Nah, I never met him. Only reason why I know is because the police called me and told me once he was murdered. Once he got, because the kid had just got shot 17 times. He was walking with his mom.
Oh.
And he got murdered. And then the police notified me and let me know that he was one of the kids that was pretty much about to get locked up for the murder, but he got murdered first. So, and then, you know, when you do something in the streets know. So, you know, they all on Instagram and they talk, and then, you know, apparently this kid name was the Joker, and, you know, that's what he did. So, you know, but he had to deal with God. You know, that's how I look at it.
And then Charleston White says something.
All right. So then, from there, Shannon goes on with the conversation. Gilly done laid it out for him. Illuminati, what? Illuminati went and sent a 16-year-old after my son? Right? Shannon goes on to the rest of the conversation about Charleston White and the disparaging things that he said about Gilly's son and the whole Illuminati shit. Shout out Snickers Season. Good show tonight. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Carl Sims, W Live Chat. Appreciate you. Drop your like and subscribe. Salutes. Right? And then the conversation went to that, and then it got to this. And this is where that look on Gilly's face. But to me, that look was more like, motherfucker, you didn't just hear me tell you? That, you know. But I guess he didn't put the sports star and shit together. We'll get it right here. Hold on.
As an owner of Walton Goggins goggle glasses, I know how to make slick-looking goggle/glasses.
Great actor.
What makes Serato sample so special is I can just take the drums out, remove the vocal.
I saw.
What's going on there, guys? We back with another one. Got to talk.
I saw about the 17-year-old basketball player, straight A student. Am I wrong?
This is after the conversation they just had, okay? Directly after the Charleston White shit.
17-year-old basketball player. I saw about the 17-year-old basketball player, straight A student. Am I wrong, Gilly? It used to be like the athletes, they got protected.
Right.
Nobody touched him. Hey, he good now. He gonna be what we, you know, they're gonna be talking about the block. He from the block, he got out. They protected those guys. What happened?
That's who killed my son.
The 17?
Yeah. The 17-year-old basketball player that just got shot 17 times?
Yes.
That's who killed my son.
Really?
Yes.
What was that about?
Well, it wasn't for my son.
Your son happened to be there?
Yes.
Oh.
Them blocks is beefing. They going through it. My son just so happened to pull up out there 5 minutes. They come to shoot the block up. My son's not from that block. He don't, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What the?
That's how deep it is.
Bro,
He he fucked Shannon's head all up. Because Shannon just heard him tell him. They caught one of them. Shannon already had this talking point in his list about a 17-year-old basketball player. But I guess those things, and I guess it's not obvious. I guess it would be obvious to me because I'm hip to the situation and the story. Shannon got rich motherfucker shit to do. Shannon's wearing Dior Jordan 1s right now, all right? And I can't see, I think they're lows. But yeah. Yeah, he looked at him, Gilly looked at him like, we just had this conversation. Yeah, that's the dude we talking about.
He has the potential to get out.
Right.
And he living that life?
No. But see, you don't understand. He got videos out where he got a Joker mask on.
Right.
Bunch of guns in his hand. So these kids is influenced by all the wrong things.
Right.
That's it. All the good he was doing didn't matter. There was power, right? I gave you power. Nas wrote about it. Famous Nas song where he rhymes as the hammer, right? Basketball wasn't enough. Good grades wasn't enough. SATs wasn't enough. Mommy wasn't enough. The power he got. Something diabolical in that. Where is it coming from? Is it rap? If it's rap, then why ain't it movies? If it's movies, why ain't it this, that, or the other? He didn't want to get out that life. I don't know that there's a get out. I think he was simultaneously living those lives. I think that's simultaneously who he was. He was both. Those guys exist. I've known those guys. You know? But this power trip to another level.
To shit that don't matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
To shit that once upon a time when I was growing up in the ghetto, I was influenced by.
Yeah. And it be the ones that they mad emotional, soft. That power, something else. Like Aaron Rodriguez.
Now, Shannon was quiet for a while, so maybe he really didn't know. I know there had been a rumor on the internet, but
Nah, he didn't know. It's all right that he didn't know. Not a big deal, he didn't know.
Each of you is not going through it.
That let's continue.
Mm-hmm. And then when you experience things, when you go places, when a vacation to you is not going through a toll booth. See, you gotta understand, if you from Philly right now, go to Atlantic City and you call them and they say they out of town. Yo, I'm OT, I hit you, nigga, you 45 minutes away, nigga.
Let's get to 30 likes before we get out of here. Salute. The validation that life gave him was stronger than all the potential he had. Yep. He was willing to risk the biscuit every day.
What the are you talking about? That's how poor the city is.
Right.
Motherfucker go to Atlantic City and
yeah, threw Shannon off. Both ways. The fact that they were just talking about it and it didn't add up, and then on top of that, damn, you telling me this? That this kid that I'm looking at, that I'm saying, this kid was, had a way out. Shannon didn't even know that kid. Shannon was buying the story that he heard on the news. Good kid, SATs, all that shit. Shannon probably didn't even know the kid had bodies. It's crazy. When they're unaliving and rapping about it, yeah, I don't know when that became cool. Philly Police Department knew he was unaliving. Why wasn't he arrested when the police wanted him arrested? The police wanted him to, I don't know. Again, there's still three other guys out there. But here's the thing, it could be the police. Maybe they didn't know until after the fact. Maybe they didn't know until they searched his room or this or that. I don't know. There could be a million different variables that we ain't seeing.
Tell you, yo, I'm OT, I call you when I get back.
Right.
You 39 minutes away in a car, nigga. What are you talking about, you OT? So you gotta understand.
Right.
That's what we grow up in. These kids don't know no better.
Right.
These kids actually think that you can't make it as a rapper unless you killed somebody. Unless you did something out here in these streets.
And I heard Buddy on Math Hoffa say, you know, Kool G Rap talked about 1 million hammers. He ain't take a bunch of lives. You got to separate the art from the life, and these kids ain't doing it. Because gangbanging and the streets and hammers and scrapping and cutting, that ain't new. That didn't start with hip hop. That been around since the beginning of time, all right? If the human skull was softer than the human hand, we'd have been annihilated a long time ago by our own human hands. He needed a present parent. I don't know. Mama was taking him to school in the morning. He might have had one. I think he just needed a present parent figure in his life to help him get out of that life. So sad. I don't know that that's it. I think that that's just what he was. And this is just a lesson in knowing that. Now, did she ignore red flags? Maybe so. Because it wasn't like there weren't any. He was getting shot. I'm sure he was getting locked up. You know? Kid with a lot of potential, with a lot to lose. And he lost it. And then some. And then some.
This is the mindset.
Yeah. Why is the rap, why is that glamorized? Why is going to jail, or I pull that iron out, I put that stick on something, why is that glamorized?
And what I would add to what Gilly said is...
So, I just wanted to give y'all a taste of a couple of things, you know? The same way that these people paint that, mind you, that kid had one side of him that was a good kid. Had another side of him that was rotten. Right? Unfortunately, at such a young age. But they told you one story. They didn't tell you the other side. And they painted a pretty picture and everybody felt it in their heart. Oh. And people say, oh, look, then you see the truth. You see the truth, see? They be lying. Everybody's But that's the same thing they do for your politicians. They could paint it however you want in the media. That's the same way they do with all kind of stories. The same way the wrong person is glorified in movies and TV most of the time. So I just wanted to show you that, you know, you might see one thing, but it could be another. And everybody's quick with their judgments and quick with their hypothesis. And at the end of the day, a second thought hasn't been put to it, you know? That kid had a dark cloud around him and some serious shit going on with him. And again, his mother could have lost her life, another sibling, you know, could have been anybody. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Salutes. We're trying to get to 30 in the least. But, and I want to show you one more thing on this story that I got right now. Is that this is the video that supposedly got him spotted, kind of doxed, where they picked up his location. Right? This is a little kid. You're about to see a different person than what you saw behind that mask in the video.
This viral TikTok video of Noah Scurry, aka Jokero TV, was allegedly how his ops found the location of his house and killed him in the same alleyway. This viral TikTok video of Noah Scurry, aka Jokero TV, was allegedly...
That would have got you a violation back in the day. A video like that come away. You know what I mean? But that's it. That's a little kid, man.
How his ops found the location of...
Fuck you out there shooting at each other for. You want to do TikTok videos, go do fucking TikTok videos. You could have made money there. You had a future. You had zero excuses. Why? You had a way out on its way. All you had to do was hold on. You couldn't.
Of his house and killed him in the same alleyway. This viral...
So there it is. That's it, man. Again, watch your kids. Look out for the red flags. Pay attention. You know, get the info. Never believe everything you see. Those are the lessons of the day. The younger generation don't care about old people here in Chicago. It's like they want all the problems with the older generation. I don't know, man. They gotta, I don't know. I've forgotten more than they know. It's just the stupidity of this generation. Smarts and potential don't mean shit to them. Priorities all fucked up. They rather look like success on the internet than be success in real life. They rather look like success on the internet and not be successful behind the scenes than to actually be successful behind the scenes. One more like and we'll get to that 30 likes, and I'll appreciate y'all for it. Bunch of crash dummies. It's unfortunate. But I blame a lot of things for it. I blame a lot. I put some of it on the government. I put some of it on the people. Put some of it on the parents. I put some of it on the baby mamas who push away fathers that are willing to be there. I blame it on child support laws, and I blame it on a lot of different things. Poverty. But yeah, it's like they're on some disposable shit. Might as well sign up for the cartel. I got my 30 likes. I appreciate it. Salutes. All right. I'm probably gonna get clapped for that Shannon Sharp shit. Them big YouTubers, they don't like that shit. But I think I did that shit. I think we're done. I told you we was in for a good time, not a long time. Got a lot of other things to do. It's been a very busy week. Hope everybody enjoys their weekend. We got other things to talk about. Again, happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers out there. Salutes. Happy Valentine's Day to the wives, free the wives. And go to the chat. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. Shout out Shannon, Hemp Lord, Pooh, my brother Oso, Chucky, Clock Out, Guillermo Pac, Pooh, William Borden, Velez, Zoraida, Adrian Torres, Snicker Season, Pete Nevers, salutes. Think Like a Kingpin, salutes to you, salutes to the family. Nathaniel's Adventures, salutes. Street Vids, appreciate you. Shout out Think Like a Kingpin for the $49.99 for the $50 super chat. Shout out Upper Echelon, Miguel Lopez, salutes Chucky. Raven, I appreciate you for coming through. CC Mendoz, salutes. Carl Sims, salutes. Have a great weekend to all. Thanks for another great live shot. Salutes to you. Appreciate you. 31. We got 31? Yeah, we got 31. Yeah, I see 30. Y'all see 31. It be like that. Boom. All right. With that said, we're going to go out the same way we came in. Pay attention for the uploads that will be dropping this week. Make sure you sub up to all the other channels. Make sure you join the Discord. Any information you want to drop, make sure you drop that for us. I hope y'all have a great night. Be safe out there. And, be good to each other. Happy V-Day, everyone. Have a great Friday night and weekend. Y'all be safe. Blessings. Buenos noches. Buenos nachos, y'all.
Tango el gato, los pantalones.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good one. I will holla. Peace.
hanging from a thread till you dead. Cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale of fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show how your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, a soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, straight bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence. Dare you to say something, no sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers was shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving.